After a rough game versus the Cardinal on both sides of the ball, what with Manny Wilkins throwing his first 2 interceptions of the season and Bryce Love essentially doing whatever he wanted against the ASU defense, the Sun Devils could take this bye week to really reflect on the first half of the season and perhaps find an identity. After falling to Maryland in the first game and earning a win against St. John's in the second game, ASU now stands 3-2 overall after the South Point Thanksgiving Shootout Tournament going into the ASU Classic that starts in December 3rd and goes into December 4th, which will surely test the team's stamina and ability to grind out some wins. The first player, pitcher Kenley Jansen, the Big K as they call him, one of the best closers in the league, had a 1.83 ERA last season. The next player, Justin Turner, he had 27 home runs last season, and he's one of the bigger bats in the lineup, so they love that he's back. And last player, Chase Utley, he had a .252 batting average to go along with 52 RBI, so he's very important to the squad. Hello, Eliav Gabay here with head coach of ASU lacrosse, Todd McRobbie. Coach, it was a dramatic yet disappointing loss. Did you see any rust out of your guys tonight? The offensive line struggled for the second week in a row, allowing 5 sacks on Manny Wilkins, obviously making it a tough night for him as well. And the run game was virtually non-existent. On the other side of things, the special teams for the Sun Devils, which is usually pretty solid, was not solid at all and definitely had their problems tonight. Arizona State made it a much better contest than most expected against UCLA, but ultimately it came down to size and fatigue. Size because, well, UCLA was just a much bigger team. They grabbed 17 offensive rebounds, which led to several second-chance opportunities for them on offense. Now, even though ASU's baseball program, quote-unquote, lost 6 players to the MLB draft, Smith chooses to look at it from a different perspective. Now, Chaz, Territorial Cup time, ASU is taking on U of A twice this weekend. How important is this weekend for ASU? While ASU's defense remained stout all game long, holding GCU to under 10 goals, ASU's offense got complacent in the second quarter, allowing a 6-0 GCU run, which led to ASU's demise. The ASU Sun Devils showed us 2 things that we should probably expect to see a lot more of for the rest of the season. 1, a run-and-gun offense, and 2, man-to-man defense. They also showed a lot of hustle for just being an exhibition game and a blowout for the most part. Former ACHA hockey player for Bethel University and now a journalist at the Cronkite School, Weston, when you chose to go to Bethel for hockey, what did you expect of that experience? ASU bounced back to split the rivalry weekend with U of A at 1 win apiece. The biggest difference from Friday's game to Sunday's game, the defensive intensity was another level for ASU, forcing U of A to have 25 turnovers on Sunday's game compared to 11 turnovers on Friday's game. ASU's defense played well to start, but ultimately gave up 398 yards receiving, allowing the Aggies to stay in it all night long. And while it was still a win, that defense is going to have to tighten up if they want to do better against much tougher opponents. From Sun Devil Stadium, I'm Eliav Gabay, Cronkite Sports.